Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. Stay firm. Sending that right foot back. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to yoga. We're going to begin in our mountain pose, bringing ankles under knees, under hips, picking up the toes. We'll spread them out wide and set them back down. Closing the eyes, we'll take the shoulders up towards the ears, back down the spine, and down. Pressing into the toes here, taking a few deep breaths. Stepping the feet a little further apart, we'll move into our happy elephants, letting the arms sway, lifting the back heel as we turn, waking up the shoulders, the hips, the spine. Arms run out of momentum, coming to rest by our side. Walk the feet back in towards that mountain pose with a big inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, half high, flattening out the back, taking the eyes out in front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. We will find a forward fold here. Putting as much bend to the knees as you'd like. Maybe wiggling out or finding a sway to the body. We'll nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Allowing the upper body to hang a little more. Finding our half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing hands heart center. We're going to shift our weight into our left foot so we can pick up our right. Finding a little bit of a forward and back motion with that right leg. As we draw the leg back, we'll bend at the knee and kick it forward. Next time we're out in front of the body, holding here, toes point up to the ceiling. And then we'll bring that right foot in for a tree pose. So we can keep the toes down as little kickstands here. We can take the foot to the calf or bring the foot up to the thigh, as long as we're not pressing on the knee here. And find a little balance. Noticing all the micro adjustments that we do through the left foot to hold us here. We're going to take the right foot away from the left out towards the side. So we still have that opening across the front of the body. Bringing the knee in front of the body, flexing through the foot. And then hinging at the waist, sending that right leg back. And then forward again. And we'll set it down. We're wiggling out through the body, and we'll do the other side. Moving our weight into our right foot, picking up the left, finding a little bit of a forward and back motion with that left leg. Now as we draw the leg back, bending at the knee, kicking it forward. Taking that foot out in front, holding it here, toes pointing up. And releasing the leg, moving to our tree pose again. Whichever option we did on the other side, doing it again here. Taking a few deep breaths. Maybe finding a non-moving object or spot on the floor to look at to help with the balance. Good. Taking the left leg away from the right, so we're still opening across the front of the body. Then bringing the knee out in front of the body, flexing through the foot. Hinging at the waist, taking that left leg back behind us. And back in front. Setting it down and wiggling out some more. We'll make our way to the top of the mat. With a big inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. We'll drop the hands down to the mat and step our way back to a plank. Pressing down through the fingertips, making sure they're spread out wide. Shifting forward slightly. Exhale, chaturanga to lower. Inhale to a baby cobra. With our exhale, we'll send the hips behind us, finding a tabletop. Bringing wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll find some cat-cows. With an inhale, taking the eyes and the tailbone up, dropping the stomach. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Tucking the chin and the tailbone under. Moving back and forth with the breath. Back to our tabletop, flattening out the spine. We're going to extend the left leg back behind the body, either pointing the toes or flexing the toes, whatever's feeling right today. We're going to take the right arm out in front of the body. Now we have an option to stay here, focusing on reaching with the fingers, reaching with the toes or the heel, or we can find some sunbirds. With our exhale, we'll curl into center, arching the spine up towards the ceiling. Bringing arm and leg in. Exhale, inhale to extend. Moving back and forth with the breath. Or pausing here and staying in one pose or the other. With our next inhale, reaching those fingers out in front of the body, pointing and reaching the toes back behind us. Holding here. Exhale, bring the arm and the leg in. And we'll wiggle out through the tailbone. Coming back to our tabletop, flattening out the spine. We'll extend the right leg back behind the body, taking the left arm out in front. So again, we can stay here, or we can find our sunbirds. Exhale to curl in towards center. Inhale to extend. With our next inhale, reaching the arm and the leg away from the body, holding here. And releasing the arm down, bringing the leg in. We'll wiggle out some more through the spine. We can shake out the hips. We can shift forward and back on the wrists. We can find some more cat-cows or some more barrel rolls to the chest. Any kind of movement here to reset and to bring the breath back down. We'll take the hands one step further out in front of the body, spreading the fingertips wide, pressing down with the ends of the fingers, tucking the toes under, sending the hips up and back behind us for our down dog. Wiggling out however you'd like here. We're going to extend the left leg back behind the body, pointing the toes, and then stepping that left foot to the top of our mat. Full breath in, even larger breath back out. We'll drop the right knee down. With an inhale, taking the body up, I'll shift the hips forward for a low lunge. With our exhale, shifting the hips back behind us, hinging forward, half splits. We're going to move back and forth between our low lunge and half splits, moving with the breath. Exhale to soften forward. Inhale to shift the hips forward. Shifting forward to our low lunge again. We're going to bring our right hand down beside the left foot, taking the left hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the left hand to the inside of the leg, finding our lizard pose. So we can let that left knee shift further away from the body. We can walk the foot out further. We can drop to forearms, whatever feels right. But we're softening those hips forward, keeping the spine and the top of the head long. Shifting the hips back a little ways so we can walk that foot back in to be framed out with the hands. We're going to tuck the right toes under, Shifting forward just a little bit to pick that right foot up off the mat and then set it back down. With an inhale, lifting up, warrior one. Exhale, bringing the arms down, framing out the front foot. And we're gonna move like we're flowing through honey. Taking that left leg back behind us and up to our three-legged dog. Setting it back down. And wiggling out however you like. Extending the right leg behind the body, pointing the toes. And we'll step it up to the hands. Full breath in. Even larger breath back out. Dropping the left knee. And up to our low lunge. Shifting the hips forward. Exhale, hips go behind us. Folding forward towards that right leg. Back and forth, flowing some more. If one of these poses feels especially yummy in the body today, feel free to hold it. Shifting forward to our low lunge. We'll bring the left hand down beside the right foot, taking the right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, circling the right arm in and finding our lizard pose again. Shifting the hips back behind us so we can scooch that right foot in to be framed by the hand. Tucking the left toes under. We'll shift forward slightly so we can pick that left foot up. And set it back down, pressing through the feet, warrior one. Exhale, softening the arms, framing out the right foot like we're moving through honey. Picking up the right leg, sending it back, three-legged dog, and to our down dog. We're going to shift our weight forward towards our plank, chaturanga to lower. Inhale to a cobra. Exhale, soften. Extending the left arm straight out from the shoulder. Dropping the shoulder to the mat first. And then we'll gently open up towards our right side, rolling over towards the left. So we're stretching the front of the left shoulder. Very slowly and controlled. Rolling back to our stomachs. Sliding the left hand in. Taking the right arm out, straight up to the shoulder. Shoulder comes down to the mat. And we'll gently roll open towards our left side. Gently rolling ourselves back to our stomach. We'll bring the right hand under the shoulder, tucking the toes, pressing up to a plank, and back to our down dog. The left leg extends behind the body, and we'll step it to the hands. Full breath in, even larger breath back out, pressing down through the feet. Inhale, warrior one. We're going to shift our chest forward so we're closer towards the knee. If you need, you can always step that back foot in a little bit more. So we've shortened the distance between our feet. But we're gonna pick up the right leg, bringing it in and extending it back out. So keeping that chest down towards the knee to help keep a lot of our weight in our front foot or our left foot. One, stepping that right leg back, finding our warrior one again. We'll extend out through the left leg, taking it towards straight with our exhale, folding forward. Inhale, floating the body back up, warrior one. And shifting towards our side for warrior two. So feet are perpendicular. Nice length through the arms, bending into the left knee. Extending out through the left leg, sending the hips back behind us, taking the left arm out in front and finding a side angle. Stacking the shoulders, reaching tall to the ceiling. Inhale, floating the body back up. We're gonna cartwheel towards that front left foot so that we can shift back to our plank. Shifting forward, chaturanga to lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to soften. Tucking the toes up and back, down dog. Reaching the right foot back behind us. Stepping it up to the hands. Full breath in. Even larger breath back out. Inhale to our warrior one. And like before, shifting the chest closer to the leg, taking the shoulders out in front of the body, bringing the left leg in and back behind us. Back to our warrior one. Rotating open towards our side, warrior two. Extending out with the right leg, hip goes back behind us. Right arm reaches forward and our side angle. Floating the body back up. We're going to rotate around to our warrior one again. Extending out through the right leg, folding forward. Putting a bend back into the right leg, framing out the foot with the hands, sending it back to our plank. Chaturanga, to cobra, to down dog. Putting quite a bit of a bend to both knees. We're going to hop up towards the hands. Finding our forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Nodding the head, yes. Shaking the head, no. Allowing the upper body to be heavy. Taking the hands down in front of the body. Extending the left leg back behind us. Setting it down. We're going to step that left leg in to our forward fold. Taking the right leg back. Stepping it down. And then sending the left leg back to our plank. Chaturanga, to cobra, to down dog. We'll bring the hands one step closer in towards the feet. Putting a bend to the knees, we'll hover them just over the mat. So we're in a tabletop pose, but our knees are lifted up off the mat. And then setting the knees the rest of the way down, untucking the toes back and forth between our cats and cows. Back to our tabletop. We'll take the knees to the outer edges of the mat, bringing the big toes in till they touch. Left hand comes to center, so we have a tripod going with the hand and the knee. With our inhale, taking the right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll thread that right arm through the left arm, left leg, softening down. The shoulder comes down first, and then the side of the face. Pressing down through the left hand, unthreading the right, sending it back up, and releasing it down. Inhale, left arm reaches tall. threading it through the right side of the body. Shoulder comes down and side of face. Pressing down through the right hand, unthreading the left, sending it back up, and releasing it down. Tucking the tailbone back towards the heels. We'll find a wide-legged child's pose. You can keep the arms reached out in front of the body. You can stack them and place your forehead or side of face on them, or you can take them around the body, palms up towards the ceiling. Forward into our hands, so we can bring the knees underneath the hips, crossing the ankles and rolling past the feet. Taking the legs out in front of us, we'll give them a nice wiggling out. And pointing the toes up towards the ceiling, engaging all the way through the legs, so the kneecaps pull up gently towards the body. We're going to play with our hip flexors a little bit because they are a very large part of balance. We are going to pick the right leg up and set it back down. Up and set it back down. Continuing this. Setting the right leg down, same thing with the left, picking it up and setting it back down. Good, setting the left leg down. We're going to find our forward fold, softening the chest towards the legs, hinging at the waist. With an inhale, rolling up the spine. And back to our hip flexors. This time, with our right leg, instead of just lifting it up and down, we're going to take it out towards the right side of the body and back in. Good, setting the right leg down, same thing with the left, rainbowing out towards the left side, and rainbowing back in. Good, bringing that left leg back in. And again, we're going to fold forward towards the legs. Now rolling the body back up and lay fully back on the mat. Walking the bottoms of the feet in towards the body so we can lift the hips up off the mat, tuck them forward, and drop them down. So we've gotten rid of the space in our low back and we can lay flat on the floor. Taking both legs up to the ceiling, we can take both arms up as well and let them be free, wiggling out here. Or we can wrap the arms around the legs, holding them a little closer towards the body. I'll drop the left knee down towards the body, giving it a nice big squeeze in, and releasing the right leg all the way down to the floor in front of us. We will find a gentle twist, taking that left leg across towards the right side of the body, keeping those shoulder blades down on the mat, and the left arm can reach out to the side and the eyes might follow it. Bring that left knee back in for another big squeeze to the chest. And we'll switch legs. Left leg extends out in front of the body. Right knee comes into the chest for a hug. And then across to the left side of the body. Shoulder blades stay down. The right arm might reach out from the shoulder, eyes might follow it. We'll bring that right knee back into the chest for another big hug. Bringing the left back up as well, hugging both knees into the chest. You can find a little rocking side to side or forward and back. And then we'll release the legs. And allow the body to find a comfortable spot to take a moment's rest. Noticing if there's anything you can do to make yourself just a little bit more comfortable here, and then doing that. And place one hand on the stomach and one hand on the chest. Taking a large breath in through the nose and fully filling the abdomen with air. Exhale, fully releasing the breath back out, pulling the stomach in under the hand. We'll repeat this process, focusing on really sending our air into our stomach for that belly breath. Pressing the air back out, fully releasing the breath before starting new with fresh air. back into the body. Taking another big breath in through the nose and releasing it out as a sigh. And when you feel ready, go ahead and roll to one side, and we'll take our moment of gratitude here. Taking this moment to thank yourself for coming to your mat today, for taking this time in your busy day to pause and reset, to focus back on body and breath and the connection between them, for taking this time to focus solely on yourself and to work to better yourself. When you feel ready, you can make your way to seated. And we'll take our hands to our knees, taking a big breath in, lifting the chest and the eyes. Exhale, curling back through the spine, dropping the chin to the chest. One more of each inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, curling in. We'll close the eyes one last time, taking another big breath in through the nose. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love and light. Namaste.